As I reported recently on my channel, Eric Bischoff was fired from his position on Smackdown. Now Eric Bischoff himself, speaking on his popular 83 Weeks podcast, has actually spoke about the firing himself. It came as a surprise to myself and to fans that he would go so soon, especially with all the hype behind him supposedly being really good at managing the Fox staff. But Bischoff was still fired, much to everyone's surprise. Now, Eric Bischoff has stated the following, that there's been a lot of rumors circling around the internet as to just why he was fired, but Bischoff warned people on his podcast not to believe everything you hear. Bischoff stated, "I think people are smart enough to see through the bullshit that they read. My feelings right now are that I'm really grateful for the opportunity to work at WWE. And it was an opportunity. It didn't work out the way I wanted it to work out. Clearly it didn't work out the way Vince McMahon wanted it to work out. That happens, and I'm not taking any of it personally. Professionally, I'm taking a hard look at it. I had a chance to work with a great team of people. You know, the writing team for Smackdown in particular, as well as a lot of the other writers who were on Raw. They are a very talented and unbelievably hard-working and dedicated group of people. Just to have the opportunity to work with people like that in and of itself was worth this experiment. I didn't come here thinking I was going to be in WWE for 5 or 10 years. I looked at it as a relatively short-term opportunity, maybe 2 to 3 years. I didn't think it would be quite this short-term, but sometimes that happens. WWE is a great company with a very defined culture and process, and I didn't necessarily fit into that. That's just how it is. All in all, very positive. Got nothing but great things to say about the people in WWE and the company as a whole. Eric Bischoff, as you just heard, clearly didn't actually go into a reason specifically why he was fired, but many people from the business themselves and the wrestling newsletters are talking about the reasons he may have been fired. Many believe, including people from the Wrestling Observer, that Eric Bischoff was never going to be around for long, and he was used as a scapegoat so that when WWE became unpopular and the ratings weren't what Fox wanted, the blame could be pinned on Bischoff so that they could remove him and promise that the next guy would do better for Fox. For me personally, that sounds very plausible and it wouldn't surprise me. And Jim Ross has recently spoke out too, saying it doesn't surprise him either, and that now Bruce Pritchard has taken over from Eric Bischoff, and even his job's probably at risk now too. Not necessarily through any fault of his own, but that position is hard, and that position also seems set up to fail, just so Vince McMahon has someone to blame when things don't go the way that Fox has been hoping for. I'm not sure how long Pritchard will last, or if he'll be shuffled back to a different position, since he only came back recently too. But then again, Eric Bischoff was brought in just for that reason, and he's already gone just a few months into his role. If there are any further developments on the story or changes in positions, again I'll let you guys know. But I just thought you'd be interested in hearing Eric Bischoff himself explain his feelings right now, even though they were kind of vague. This is Wrestling Rambles 89, signing off.